All right, Fred, you go ahead and kick it off, and I was going to share the screen.
Let's do it. Ready whenever you are. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're excited to be about tonight's money-making Monday Night Zoom. I'm telling you what, it's going to cover some health. We're going to cover some wealth. One of the most exciting young ladies in the industry out there. But before we get there, I want to introduce my co-host. She's the co-host with the most. I'm not sure which part. We're glad to have her. Ashley Rowland is, in fact, sought after throughout the entire world. Her and her husband, they're market makers. Oh, we start over. Okay. All right, let's start this thing off right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fred Duff from Richmond, Virginia, formerly, now in Eggs Head, North Carolina. Yeah. Excited about tonight's Zoom. We got a young lady coming on tonight who's going to cover the wealth, the health side of this. I am not responsible. Put seat belts on. If the mask drops out of the ceiling, be sure to put it on yourself first before you meet anybody, because Ashley's going to blow this thing apart tonight. Ashley rolling all the way from Florida, somewhere in Alabama tonight, is going to crush it. She's a hostess with the mostest. And so my good friend, Ashley Rowland, would you please tell everybody about Partner Tonight?
Well, thank you so much, Fred. I love our Monday nights together with you're my favorite host out there. And I got another host that's with me tonight in the car, David Daughtry. And so I just am so excited what you're about to see. So if you're a guest been invited here tonight, just relax. Listen, we don't have anything for sale, but we all have sat in your shoes. What we're about to see, all of us have just been going right through life, just like you have been, or you are right now. And so, from a health standpoint, what you're about to see can help you with your health standpoint and or your financial standpoint. Totally up to you. So the name of the company is Partner.co. We are a global company. We are in over 50 countries around the world. But here's what makes us really unique and different from any other company out there, is that we're partnered with doctors from all around the world. So all of our products are doctor created, but they're backed by science. But what does that really mean for us? They have a no compromise philosophy. And that is that all of our products come with 0 negative ingredients, but more importantly, they all come at clinical doses. They're not just fairy dusted with the ingredients like the products that we go buy off the shelf. So we have over 100 products. We have anything from clean energy drinks to liquid superfoods, 3 different ones, nutritional supplements, balance and hormones, weight loss, athletic performance, you name it, we've got it. We just sit right in the middle of 7 different multi-billion-dollar industries out there. We are already out there buying, or at least I was, 1 to 2 to 3 different products in any of these different industries. The problem was where I was getting them, either ordering them online, going to the big box health food stores. I was taking these products and I was getting very little to no results. So I've got half-used products sitting in my cabinets and I'm still sitting here with, still searching out there to get better, to feel better, have more energy, everything that we're out here looking for. So what I did is just redirect spending through myself, get high quality products, but at the end of the day, all that matters is real results. And that's what you get with our products. So we're just going to talk about this one product. It's called Slenderize, or Skinny Drops, or Happy Drops, Magic Drops, Liquid Discipline. They've got a lot of nicknames out there. So what it is 2 bottles that come in a box. You're going to put, they're liquid form. So you're going to put them underneath your tongue 2 to 3 times a day. And so they get sublingually absorbed into the body. The first bottle is Slenderex. It's a blend of over 10 different plant leaf extracts. And it's going to help support your thyroid, whether it's high or low. It's going to help support your pancreas and line out those insulin levels so you're not spiking up in the middle of the day or all day. And it's also going to help detox the body. The second bottle is the Accelerate. that is a pure form of B12. It's got biotin in there. It's got rhodiola, rosehip, and ashwagandha root. So now we are increasing our energy naturally. We're increasing our metabolism naturally. We're boosting our mood. So we're just feeling better. But yet we're also able to stabilize out our cortisol levels. So as we get bombarded with stress, like we do all day long, I think we wake up in crisis mode the moment we pick up our phone or we turn on the TV till we go to bed. It's like crisis mode everywhere we turn, it seems like. So we just, our cortisol levels just seem to stay spiked all day long. So now we're able to level out that. And so when you're able to level those things out, our other hormones are actually able to function and work as they're actually supposed to. I love to say this, we are not a diet. We are not a weight loss. We're not counting calories. We're not counting carbs. We're not starving you. We give you an approved food list to eat from. So now, you know, just what we'll tell you is eat from the approved food list and take the drops. They only work if they get in your body. They do not work sitting in the bottle. But at the end of the day, what really matters is just real results with real people. We've got a really special guest that's going to come on and kind of share her testimonial with the drops and how they've changed her life from a health standpoint, because this is what we're about. We're about getting your body back balanced and back working for you instead of against you. And when that starts happening, weight loss is just a side effect to getting your body back balanced. So Susan, if you don't mind, you mind coming on and just kind of sharing your testimonial that's happened since you started the drops?
Sure, Ashley. Thanks so much, guys. My name's Susan Cameron, and I believe that face on the left says it all. Like, that was me. I had gained about 25 pounds. I was struggling with severe hypothyroidism, chronic Lyme disease. I had been exposed to a lot of mold over the years. And kind of rewind from that just a little bit. My child, about 8 years prior, was vaccination injured. So that put us on a trajectory of total holistic type healing. So as a result of that, though, when you have family members, which I guess probably a lot of you guys have experienced this, whenever your family members are sick, you're constantly in a state of fight or flight. So all of your hormones get disrupted. And like Ashley was talking a little bit about the cortisol, that was my story, 100%. I'd worked with top homeopathic medical doctors, endocrinologists in the world, and no one could really help me with the weight issue. No one could help me with my chronic fatigue, my irregular mood. And I had went to basically having a menstrual cycle twice or three times every month over the last 7 months. So I saw these drops being advertised on Facebook, and I reached out to a lady and said that I was interested. And I started taking the drops, and literally within 1 week, my chronic fatigue was gone. I was actually doing back handsprings out on a trampoline, and I'm over 40. So I felt significantly different. I started releasing weight, and the picture that you guys are looking at right now, that was actually in 28 days. So that was only 12 pounds, which 12 pounds is significant in 4 weeks. But even more so than that, I was just shocked with the inches. But I literally felt like for the first time in my life in a lot of years that I no longer had chronic illness. So my son and my husband would refer to them as mommy's nice drops. So I think is make sure I'll never go a day without these drops. So it just, yeah. And one of the homeopathic doctors I was working with, he saw me 13 days later, and you guys, he was blown away and just wanted to know what we were doing and what I had found that had drastically changed so much about the shape of my face and my eyes and, you know, everything that they're looking for. So I've just been in awe ever since I found this product. And I've only found this product 3 months ago, but I cannot, I just want to let everyone know that whether, if you're struggling with perimenopausal, menopausal type symptoms, inflammation, a lot of people that have acid reflux that help me with that, irregular periods, like the list is so long, Ashley, for how it's helped me. A lot of times I'll be like, oh, that's right, I'm not getting up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night anymore. It's just always something I recognize. So I'm very grateful. Thanks so much for having me on here. I appreciate that.
But you know what? You hit the nail on the head on that, because, you know, everybody's body's different and everybody's body's going to react different to the drops, you know, and that's the one thing that across the board, I don't care, you know, what body type you are, what age you are, these drops work for everybody. As long as you take them, you just got to take the drops, and everybody's journey here is different, right? And so with you, we don't treat, cure, diagnose anything, right? But when you give your body what it needs, it's amazing what can happen, and healing can happen, and your other hormones can actually start functioning the way they're supposed to function. And that's all about getting your body back balanced. So you just heard from Susan. And so, I mean, I'm going to show you some other, you know, testimonials, but that is huge in itself, Susan. That is, that never gets old. I can tell you that. We've been working with the drops for 12 years, and it just never gets old. When I start hearing, I don't care if you're male or female, when you start hearing the results, the transformations that their body starts having, that's what this is about. And so I'll just kind of keep sharing, and you'll just start seeing some different body types, different ages. Everybody's goals different here. And like I said, everybody comes at this, their body comes at this at a different levels of healing. And so, like, Ursula's a mother of 6, you know, she now will tell you she weighs less than she did when she had her first child. Dr. Crystal has an autoimmune, done it the doctor's way, all the steroids. And so she decided to take her health into her own hands. And now she'll tell you she weighs less than the amount of weight she lost. But this is her journey, not mine. It's hers. And that's been over 3 years that she's kept that weight off. Karen and Bradley, a couple doing it together. Balancing their hormones and not having night sweats and hot flashes, and our mood is so much better. And Jerry's side effect of his cooking for his wife is he lost 12 pounds along the way. Kim, who has muscular dystrophy, who cannot exercise. And, you know, just like all of us, we've all seen it all, been on it all. We're all experts in the diet, weight loss world, right? We all know our bodies better than anybody and how we could lose weight. But again, remember, this is not a weight loss system. This is a body balancing system. And the side effect is weight loss. So Kim, who has been on doctor prescribed diets, her doctors at UAB told her she was 2 years away from being in a wheelchair. Got started on the box of drops that her daughter brought home for her. And 2 weeks in, she lost 12 pounds. But the most important thing is over 8.5 months, she lost 92 pounds. But hear me on this. That was 5 years ago. This is her journey, not ours, right? But we just get to be a part of that journey. And that's what I love. So we don't have a weight epidemic in the world. We have a lifestyle epidemic. That's all we are. We're just a lifestyle change. And we're a community of people that bring you in, and we get to be a part of this lifestyle change with you. And the drops help you with that. And with our approved food list and our cookbooks that we have that go along the way with that go along with the drops. And it's just a community. It's a lifestyle. And that's what you got your hands on. I love Tanya's 12 days, and you can just see the inflammation. Randy, he's actually over 160 pounds now since September. AJ down over 100 pounds. Men have hormones too. So again, all ages, all body types, even skinny people. Even skinny people can feel bad, have hot flashes, have night sweats, not sleep good. Their joints can hurt, it's not about a weight loss. There's so many more benefits and wins that happen with the drops about getting your body back balanced. And those that just want to take their body to the next level. Coming off medications of antidepressants. Again, you can just see the transformations. Okay, so we just talked about one product out of 100 that we have. I'm going to switch gears for just a minute, and now we're going to talk business. So for $29.95 one time, that gets you a website that gives you access to over 50 plus countries that we're in. It gives you access to all 100 products that we have. Then you get a back office with that keeps track of your orders, your customers. Most importantly, your paychecks, if that's something that you choose. You get tons of digital tools for this one-time fee of $29.95. That's it, just a one-time fee. Then, because we buy in bulk, we have two options here that buy in bulk. One is a 4-pack where you can sell 3 and you get your box for free. When you sell those 3 boxes, it not only covers the cost of your box for free, but it also covers that $29.95. But also too, if you choose a 10-pack, you can just see that you get a bigger discount. And so you get more profit there. And when you sell a box of drops, so you could sell those 9 and you get your box and plus the cost of the $29.95. But I just want to stop for 1 second and just say, the word sell, I don't like it. I have a hard time when I hear the word sell because I can't sell anything. Never have, never could. It's not in my DNA. But what I can do is I can share. I can share my journey. And we have 2 ways to do that. Either you share it by word of mouth or you share it on social media, whichever one's your choice. If social media is your choice, we have a system set up for your business right out the gate for success. Takes less than 10 minutes to launch it. You'll download an app called Boards. And when you download it, the person that invited you will send you a link and it'll upload right into that system right there for you. And we will help you every step of the way to launch your business and set it up for success immediately. And now you're taking your drops and you're turning them into profits. But the most important thing that I want you to hear is that, listen, we're not just about selling a box of drops. We are a real business here. Our company was actually voted #1 compensation plan in the industry out of 10,000 companies in this industry. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go look that up in the Better Business Home magazine. We actually get paid here 9 different ways. Fred, David, I don't know about you guys, but I've never been paid 9 different ways. I worked in a doctor's office. I got paid 1 way. Todd coached football and he got paid 1 way from the school system. And when he won a state championship, he got a pat on the back. Good job. You get 1 next year. How about you, David?
If I didn't work, I didn't get paid. That's all I knew. I had to go to work 1 way. You don't show up, you don't get money.
You don't get paid. How about you, Fred? Are you with us?
Fred's muted.
Oh.
Yep.
Then, so to get paid, you must have a subscribe and save.
Still unmuted. There we go.
Oh, there you go. How about you, Fred? You ever been paid 9 different ways before?
No, you used to pray to get paid. We would hope the paycheck would collect. So this is amazing here.
So to get paid, you must have a subscribe and save. And what is that? It's just 100 points worth of product. And, that unlocks that weekly discount. It unlocks that 30% discount. But listen, there's no contract here. You can take and sell that, retail it out if that's something that you choose. It can be a customer. It doesn't even have to be you. There's a lot of options here. Just get with the person that invited you and they can go over those different options. One of our favorite ways that you get paid is our savings bonus way. When you hit a certain income in one of the ways, you get what's called free money is what we call it. It gets put into an account with your name on it from the company that sets aside 15% of company money into an account. And when it hits $10,000, they call you up, congratulate you, and they direct deposit it that following Friday. So we're about getting you out of debt, not about getting you in debt. So a lot of companies in this industry have what's called a CAR program. We have a savings bonus program, giving you control and what you want to do with your money. And I love that. This is one of my favorite things about our company. I got a lot of favorite things, but this is one of them. So now we don't get paid 4 times in a month. We get an extra check once this $10,000 is paid out to you. And that's called our savings bonus check. So now you get an extra check. So you get a 5th check in the month. So we also take trips, 2 trips a year. We just got back in April from Tahiti, but then in May, they turned around and went to the Bahamas. And Susan Cameron was one of those winners that actually got to go on this trip to the Bahamas. So she has not been with us very long. So she's been able to make it, get her health back, big time health back, been able to start changing her family's life financially and get free vacations so quickly. So I love this. So it's so doable for the average person. I say average. You know, we're just all out here just looking for something different in life, wanting something more, you know. And Susan, if you don't mind, just come on and kind of share, because we're all just, you know, when this industry finds you, nobody goes out looking for it, right? But we're all praying for something, but we're not actively looking, you know, or we're not looking for in this industry. This industry kind of finds us. And when it does, it's kind of like, you know, it's not, do I want to do this? I just want something different in life. And this is all we are. It's just that vehicle to get you something different. And the best part about this is that it's a win-win from a health standpoint and to building in an extra stream of income and changing your life from a financial standpoint.
Yeah, sure, Ashley. I never thought that this is what I would be doing for sure, but I had always prayed that God would lead me to something that was very lucrative and that I would be able to help other people. And I was an emotional therapist for probably about 4 years, and I loved that work. And I did a lot of one-on-one work, which could really be pretty exhausting. So over the last year, I started homeschooling my son, and I started working for my husband's garage door businesses. And I was doing all the paperwork for him, and I am not a data cruncher. It's probably not where I was well suited to be. And I remember praying and asking God for something different for both of us. And he walked in the bedroom and said, "Hey, I'm going to hire someone to basically do your job, and she'll work from our home." And literally 2 days later is when this came into my life. But from a financial standpoint, kind of it was really that fast. Sometimes it's how fast God works. But my husband and I were kind of going back and forth about purchasing a mattress for my son, who's very chemically sensitive. And he just didn't understand why I couldn't go to, you know, Big Lots or go wherever and buy that mattress that was $1,500. And I knew then if there was going to be conflict with buying a $1,500 purchase, like I needed a different income and a different way of life. So I met one of the most incredible mentors through this company, and she kind of took me under her wing and showed me everything she knew and taught me this replicatable system that Partner.co it has that's just next level. And she said, how much do you want to make? And I was like, well, I'd love to make $15,000 a month. And I just kind of pulled that number out of thin air. And month one, I made $18,000 with this company. So I didn't come to this company with a big team. I didn't come with any experience really besides, you know, my own health journey. So when you say that this is the best comp plan, like this is the best comp plan, it's so easy to share. Everybody wants these products. Everything's done through attraction marketing. So it has just drastically changed the whole trajectory of my family and then the team that I've started creating. Like these women are just incredible people. So there's no accident why anybody's on this call tonight. So if there's fear that's holding you back, I would just say jump in and know that God's got you in the right place. Got you. However big or however small that you want to create this, there's definitely the structure and the support and incredible people and products. And so I'll never look back now, and I'll never stop sharing these drops because they have significantly just rocked everything in my world. So I'm so grateful.
So you came in here with big goals and very like defined. And when that happens, you know where you're going. And that is huge, because a lot of times this industry finds us broken, you know, lost in life and broken, but it found you driven and ready to go. You knew exactly where you wanted to go. And that says a lot. And so I love that. And this is just that vehicle. So you were praying, but whoever, I mean, you never know. I always say God has a sense of humor, because he brought us this vehicle. You didn't grow up to do this. This was not in your world, you know, although you were actually been studying homeopathic medicine. This just happens to be the drops were the gateway and for the business side of it. And the same thing here for all of us. Nobody grows up to do this. You don't take a class in college, you know, or get a degree in this kind of industry. but this industry finds us we're wanting something different, and this is just that vehicle. You were just looking for the vehicle, all you needed, and it just showed up, and you got in and you took off. So I absolutely love that. Fred, do you have any questions for our guest tonight?
Yes, I do. If you don't mind, Susan, first of all, we're very honored to have you on tonight. I know that you went through some difficulties and transformation. Your son faced with a lot of challenges. You got through that with your faith and being, I think, just steadfast in finding the truth and working with the right product for your son, which wasn't our product, by the way. I don't want to make no claim in that. Life hasn't always been easy for you. What would you say to the moms out there who maybe are going through similar situations with maybe they got children in a home that are struggling physically or mentally, or going through a very bad maybe separation with a family, and yet this business is sitting in front of them? What would you suggest for a mom out there who's probably been on her knees praying for a breakthrough?
I think like just look at so many times our children are just mirrors for us and what still needs to be healed. So they're always like, I feel like God uses them as kind of the pathway for us to help find our purpose. And my son actually gave him these drops a couple of times, and he went to school one day and he came out to the car, and I guess it like out of the mouths of babes, right? The children always know. And he grabs my cell phone and he's like, give me your cell phone. I want to do a Facebook Live. And I was like, why do you want to do a Facebook Live? So he gets on Facebook and he says, I just want everybody to know I took the drops today. And before I functioned way down here, and today I was up here. I got my capitalization, my punctuation, my line spacing, and even my writing was just so great. So if you don't have the drops, you need the drops. And so as the week went on, I gave him the drops, but then Friday I didn't give him the drops. And he comes in and he's kind of mad at me. And I was like, what's going on, buddy? He was like, you didn't give me the drops today, and I didn't do near as good at school. And he's 8 years old. So I feel like on every level of my being, what we have in this company and these products, like, you know, my son always calls these since day one, you guys, he calls these mommy's $1 million drops. He's like, we're going to heal the world with these drops and with these products. So like, listen to your babies, because they, like, God is using them to teach us and to share with us at a level that this about will make me cry, gives me chills all over my body, right? And what we have here in our hands. So just keep the faith, like God has a plan, and know that your own intuition, like your own guidance, like God is connected to you and you have the answers. Like, you know, when things feel right in your body, but just always check, is it my fear? Is it my old programs driving me? Because so many times it's not really the light. It's not really, you know, what is on the other side. So I just say, like, jump in. This company and these people here, I mean, you guys have embraced me. Ashley's husband, Todd, will laugh. He's like, you had so many questions and you were scared of everything. And I was scared of everything. There's no doubt about it. But I knew what we had here was unlike anything I'd ever found. And I've literally spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on healing treatments all over the world. Best practitioners you're ever going to find. And I'm telling you, hands down, this brought me out of darkness. Like, whatever you're struggling with, whether it's mood or sleep or, you know, whatever, like, there are solutions here for you. There are solutions here for your children. So I'm so blessed to be part of this community. And I see Barb saying, praise God. Exactly. Like, I don't want to turn this into a preaching session here, people, but it really is like, praise God. I'm so grateful for his journey, because if not, I wouldn't have been seeking so desperately to find something. And sometimes when you finally just let go, right? Let go and let God and go to the depths, you know, of, you know, where he'll bring you out, and look what he's created. I mean, who would have ever thought that this would be possible? So that was probably a long answer, Fred, but that's what I got.
Good answer. We love it. Well, with that being said, we're going to call it a night. Boy, I hope we can get you back soon. Like Ashley said earlier, for $29 95, you have to ask yourself, what if it works? What if it works? Well, you just heard it works. Oh, it really works if you work it. So, Ashley always says, and I couldn't be more in agreement. Get back with the person who invited you tonight. They loved you enough. They thought enough of you. They thought enough about your health, your future wealth, and they thought enough of you as a friend and loved you enough to invite you tonight. At least get back to them and tell them where you're at. Hey, let them know that was it the product it attention, maybe the opportunity got your attention, or were you like me and probably Ashley and Susan both got our attention. So just let them know we love you and nothing you can do about it. Ashley, you crushed it once again. Susan, thanks a million.
Thank you. Everybody out there, have a great night. Look forward to partnering with y'all.